Hi everyone, welcome back to Mini Toy Adventures. My name is Dom, and today we are checking out more Rainbow High Pacific Coast. So be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're not already. Hit the notification bell so YouTube just might notify you when I put out a new video. And follow me on Instagram and leave a big thumbs up for the introduction of Margot De Perla. This doll is absolutely beautiful, and I know there's a lot of mixed opinions about her hair, from what I've heard in the community anyway, but we're gonna take a look at her and see everything that she comes along with. You can see her just beautifully laid out in the box here, and her accessories on the side. I really do dig her look. And if you look right here on the top, we do have her focus, which is accessory design focus. That's pretty cool. So she probably pairs really well with Avery, who does a lot of the fashion design and stuff. But you can see here on the back, we have the entire cast of Rainbow High Pacific Coast, and we have a little read up down here at the bottom. And if you'd like to pause the video to read that for yourself, go ahead and do that now. But, I mean, I'm not gonna sit here talking about the box for too long. We gotta open up this girl and see what she is all about. So let me get everything undone here and I'll show you what she comes with. All right, so I have everything for Margot here laid out on the table, and keep in mind, you won't be able to find her probably until about early February, so just remember that as we're going through this review. Let me go ahead and take our Margot girl and set her off to the side over here so we can take a look at everything else that comes in the package. And, well, of course, we have our typical stand here. This is like a pearlescent stand color though, really, really beautiful. You can see as it hits like parts of the light, it shimmers to like a blue and a purple. I know it might be harder to see on the camera, but the whole thing is kind of like that. It has this pearly effect to it, and even the waist clip that it comes with. So pretty typical stuff there. Nothing new, obviously. We do, of course, have a matching comb here that comes with her that matches the stand. Nothing special to see there. And we have an extra set of legs which have flat feet on them, which I'll explain here in a little bit if this is your first time seeing the extra feet with the Rainbow High dolls. We'll get into that here shortly. But as far as accessories go, the first thing that we have here are her shades. And look at these. These are just absolutely beautiful. Like, they have this like kind of like, yeah, just the same kind of pearly color. It's really like a light purple and with some white in it, I guess. It's really, really cool looking, and you can see the side there. It has a little R on the side and an R on that side. There's no H, just R's on both sides. Very, very pretty. But my favorite aspect is probably her bag. Look at this bag. It's all white, and it says Rainbow Paris on it. And it has little drawstrings up at the front, which you can actually, look at this. You can actually pull them tight. So they do have a little anchor point to keep the strings in their place. And then we have a little strap here as well that has some gold threading right here to look like, you know, like a gold chain on the top. And then we have the top of it, which is kind of supposed to be like a pleather material on this little strap right here. But it's got a very cool fabric to it. Now inside of here, just like all of the other Rainbow High bags, there is a little piece of plastic in here that's kind of keeping everything fluffed up. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave it in there because it's kind of tough in there. If you wanna get this open, you're actually going to have to cut 2 clips. There's one clip on this side, a little twist plastic tie, and one tie on that side. And so that's keeping the bag like nice and perfectly closed. But really, you know, there's nothing much happening in there. So this is a really cool bag. I really do like the bag. And then the towel here, look at the towel. Now, it's got this very, very light rainbow gradient going across it, which is a little harder to see, but I think it's coming through on the camera all right. It just looks very, very beautiful. And then we have this trim on the sides and the ends for it. And obviously it's pinned into place like this up at the corners, and then right here in the middle, and then on the end. So it kind of keeps this like perfectly folded aspect to it, which is nice because then you don't have to worry about folding it in half or whatever. I think that Margot is probably the only one where the towel won't really fit inside of her bag, even if you roll it up. because all the other dolls do come with bags that I believe even when you like roll it up or if you fold it up very small, you could probably stuff it in the bag, but her bag is just very tiny, as you can see. So definitely not going to fit in there. Not a big deal in my opinion, but that's what she comes with. I think, yeah, I think out of her accessory, out of all the doll's accessories, these two are probably, I don't know, they're in the top running for my favorite so far, but let me know what you think about all the accessories that she comes with down in the comment section. But without any further delay, we have our girl Margot De Perla, and she is just looking absolutely beautiful. I will say that there is a substantial amount of crunch in her hair. Like these are like crunch city right here. Look at how just like rigid it is, for lack of a better term. But not a big deal here. We're gonna take a look at everything. I'm gonna get into her rooting. Let's start with her face though here real quick. So you can see with her face, she has some pretty like drastic eyeliner and eyeshadow going on. It looks very pretty though. You can see that the top up here, she does have, it's kind of hard to see, but there's a little bit of a glitter up at the top of her eyeshadow, and then it gets down to like a darker color, and then she has like that same light purple lining the top of her eye, and then her lips are this like beautiful like light, like kind of almost I don't know, like a nude color, well, not really a nude color, like a light pink. I don't know what I'm talking about. But they do have like a metallic shine to them as well, which looks very, very pretty. And then her eyebrows up here are a very light shade there, which look very nice. Now her face mold, I do like her face mold. I'm not sure what other dolls have this same face mold, but it's a lot slimmer, as you can tell, like towards the jaw, and it looks very, very pretty. I kind of like her look. She kind of looks like an alien, but I'm here for it. I really do like her face look a lot. Like, it's very beautiful. Up top here, you can see on her bandana, it has that same material that lines, or that same pattern that lines the towel here, as you can see, but the pearlescent look is all fabric up here. So we have this like very shimmery fabric up at the top, which looks just so stunning in my opinion. It looks absolutely beautiful. I really do love the look of her face and everything right here. She just looks so pretty. Like I said, the hair, there's a lot of crunch going on with the hair. It is just like very, very solid. Very solid. So definitely you'll want to comb that out, or just give it a little crunch in the places where it was bunched up with the ties, because you can see those ties do give it kind of like a crimped look. You can see exactly where the ties were in the box in those 2 points. Not that big of a deal, but definitely something to keep in mind. Now, as far as the tinsel goes, that was a big point of discussion. Some people hate the tinsel, right? Some people just absolutely hate it. So this is a strand of tinsel, as you can see right there. It's very much integrated into her entire hair. So if that's going to be a problem for you, and you're gonna plan to try to pull out all the tinsel, all I gotta say is good luck, because there's a lot of it in here. I personally don't mind the tinsel, but I know that there's a lot of people that were kind of worried about that or taking issue with it. But again, with this hair, if you just brush it through, you'll be able to get most of that product loose enough to where it doesn't look bad, and you won't like mess up the curl at the bottom. But she definitely has a lot of product going on. Now, as far as her rooting goes, in order to get to that, you're gonna have to undo some clips on the side. And if you wanna take this bandana fully off, you're gonna have to undo one last clip at the back. But don't worry, none of this is actually tied. There is a Velcro release on the side here, which you can use to take off this bandana if you'd like to. But if we go ahead and pull this back, you can see that she has a side part. And combing through this all, there's really good rooting here. Like, everything is very full. She has a full head of hair, no problems there. She does have, like I said, this kind of side part right there underneath that whole thing. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to see that there are absolutely no issues here, though the tinsel might be an issue for some because I've heard some people not happy with that. And in case you were curious about what she looks like with her shades, they are absolutely stunning. I really do dig them. It just gives her just like a little bit more flair that she was missing. All right, so back at it with Margot here. Everything on her is beautiful. I mean, her top, again, these kind of details are a little harder to see on camera, but she does have that pearlescent kind of screen printing on, and it's really impossible to see, but on it, we just have a bunch of little R's and H's on here. Again, it's just a super hard detail to see. I'm trying to show it as best I can in the light here. We do have a little R clip or like a kind of a pendant or a clasp on the front of her shirt here. And I just love how all of this comes together. We have that same little thing right here on her waist clip. And then at the bottom here, you can see that it's lined with little pearls all the way around, which is absolutely beautiful. And everything here is easily undone with Velcro, even the little skirt here. And we'll take that off in a minute so we can examine her bathing suit, because she does have like a bathing suit underneath here. If we just go ahead and undo the little Velcro clip right here on the back, you can see that we can easily take off the skirt here to reveal the bathing suit underneath. And it is, again, it has that same screen printed pearlescent R pattern, RH pattern all over it, which I'm sorry is just really difficult to see with the light because it's just so barely visible, but it actually is really pretty in person. I definitely do appreciate how a lot of these bottom parts are easily able to remove with Velcro, because we do have a little bow right here, and it would be a shame to have to retie that in order to get this off. So I definitely do appreciate that aspect of it. Now let's take a look at her shoes real quick, and then we'll talk about her legs here. So the shoes are absolutely beautiful. Like you can see here that we have, if we pull them off here real quick, look at how the shoe looks. So her shoe has like a pearl bottom base heel to it. It's really cool looking. Like it's got this like shimmery, like shiny look to it. I don't know how to describe it. It looks very awesome though. And then we have kind of like a glittery look all throughout here. And then it says rain on that side. And then on her other shoe, I'm sure you can tell what's coming next. It says bow over there. So we have rainbow on both of her shoes there. And they're just gorgeous. Like I am in love with these shoes so much. Now, speaking of the shoes, okay, so now we have 3 dolls in this series that have flat foot, like slides or sandals, things like that. And we have 3 now that have, or I think there's 3 that have the arched feet. Now, all the dolls come with extra feet, which I was showing you just a little bit ago, right here, and they're really easy to come off. So if you wanted to change Margot into her flat feet, all you have to do is take it by the thigh and the calf right here, and then just go ahead and pull it loose. And there's just a little connector piece in there. You can see it just easily pops on. Now the problem here is that we have all these flat feet for dolls that we do not have enough shoes for, right? So like if you wanted to put slides or whatever on her, you're gonna have to take it from another doll that has the sandals or something like that and put it on her, and then you're gonna have to change the legs on that doll to have arched feet and put them in other arch. I feel like all of these dolls should have came with flat foot shoes. That's just my opinion though, since you're giving us the extra ones. Or hey, put out a summer pack maybe too. That would be cool as well. As you can see though, they're easily removed and swapped out, no problem. So let's talk about articulation here real quick, because it is a doll. And of course you can expect everything to be the same here as is with series 3 and the other Pacific Coast dolls. We do have a ball joint in her head. She has movement in her shoulders. She can reach up about that high, but we can go all the way around if we'd like. As you can see there, we do have movement in her elbow, and we have swivel at the elbow as well. And then we have a back and forth on her hands, and also a swivel on her hands as well. There's nothing in the torso here, but we do have a swivel at her upper thigh there, so you can kind of get the leg in a different position. And we can push back her knee about that far to it, just a cute little kick back. And then she can extend that leg all the way back there, and then she can go in the front about 90 degrees, depending on the clothing that she's wearing at the bottom. Obviously that restricts her leg movement a little bit. And then we have nothing happening at the ankles here. So that is her articulation, and I just gotta say, she is absolutely stunning. I really do appreciate this doll a lot. Her hair is beautiful. I don't mind the tinsel. I mind the product, but not the tinsel. The product is something that I'm just gonna have to brush through and probably just go ahead and see, if you brush out these curls right here at the bottom, you shouldn't have any problem with them coming loose or anything like that, because it does definitely keep its form, as you can see with this curl in the back that has no product. So these should be fine once you brush it out, but if you wanna get rid of those kinks, you're gonna have to do quite a bit of work to it. It's just kind of the downfall with having product in their hair, but I don't know. I think that Margot De Perla is just absolutely gorgeous. I love the tinsel. I love all of the pearlescent accents and everything with her bandana and on her clothes and everything like that. She just looks so fantastic. So that about wraps it up with our girl, Margot De Perla. She's absolutely stunning. I love her so much. I love all the colors of her accessories and her bag, and just everything here looks absolutely phenomenal in my opinion. But I'm curious to know, what do you think about Margot? Let me know in the comments section below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, because I know there was a little bit of a back and forth opinion with some people in the community about her hair and things like that. So let me know for sure down in the comment section below. And please follow me on Instagram if you have not already. Lots of fun stuff happening there. And if you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can be notified when new videos like this drop in the near future. I really do appreciate all the support, everyone, though. It means the absolute world to me that you would just spend a little slice of your day hanging out with me as we talk about dolls and toys and just have a lot of fun together. So thank you so very much. Once again, this has been Mini Toy Ventures. My name is Dom, and I'll see you later. Bye.